welcome to another edition of the Balking Dead, guys, where we do nothing but fucking win. This show's still sponsored by Prize Picks, so if you haven't already, go on over there, use promo code PubSports. Why? Because your first match deposit, they will match you up to $100. So $25 minimum deposit, they will match you up to $100. So go on over there, use promo code PubSports, and get yourself a freaking match deposit. Helps us, helps you, and let's just keep this freaking train rolling. Shout out to the chat. Smash the like if you guys haven't. And let's get into this recap from yesterday's card. Yesterday on Prize Picks, coming off of a bad day the day before, so we only gave out 2 plays, and we smashed them on one. We had Luis Garcia's fantasy score over 29.5. We ended up getting 48 from the big guy. He tied his career high in strikeouts with 9. And he was rocking the baby. You know, he just struggles off the stretch. And when the guy's in the windup, that guy does nasty things. And he did some nasty things for us. Then we get into Anderson over 4.5, guys. Thank God the Dodgers needed him to go out there and get 6 no matter what happened. It would have been nice to know that beforehand. But while watching the game, they were talking how they needed to give their bullpen a break. They have a doubleheader coming up tomorrow. And they play the Phillies again in a week. So they needed Anderson to go out there and eat up them innings. And thank God he needed all 6 to get us that 5. Woo! Anderson got his ass handed to him, though. But sometimes strikeouts still come when you're getting your ass handed to you. So smash the fucking like. And let's get into the props that we bet yesterday. We jumped right back on Altuve, 2+ bases. We lost. It's okay. That was plus 120, guys. We ain't losing no negative props. Then we get into Judge. We took Judge 2+ bases at plus 108. That shit was easy money, guys. Then we looked at his home run prop and we were like, not enough value. So we decided the ladder is 5+ at 350. We cashed that. And then at 6+, we missed the plus 700 beer money special, guys. But we got fucking close. The Judge train still continues. He either hits 5+ bases in the month of May or just 1 base. So either you go big or you go home. And on this show, we go big. So we keep winning. Then we get into the Bellinger, guys. Belly bomb himself. We played the 2+ bases at plus 139. The home run, if it was out there for plus 400. He smashed it. And he was a foot off from hitting the foul ball with another home run. So Bellinger's hot, seeing the ball well, and he definitely has really good power numbers off of Wheeler, guys. And like I said in the show yesterday, if you miss him up and in, and he missed him up and in and left it out up in middle, and look what happened. Belly took him yard, guys. So shout out to Bellinger for that plus 139, 2+ bases. Then we got in the Trey Turner, guys, the parlay piece, guys. That cash at minus 152. The 2+ hits, runs, and RBI on Trey Turner has just been easy money, guys. So minus 152 yesterday. We hooked that up to whatever prop parlay we wanted, and we cashed that part. Castellanos, on the other hand, 2+ bases at plus 112 busted. I put all this shit together, guys, last night for just whatever changed to round up my account. It was like $4.04 to make it an even dollar. The shit was going to pay out like $88, bro, and we missed it just by the fucking Castellanos. And he had another shot in the 9th inning. Hoo-hoo! Hoo-hoo! But we still ended up profitable on the day, going 3-2 on plus money props. So, yeah, let's just keep this train rolling, guys. Smash the fucking like if you haven't. We got 12 in here. I tell you to hit the link if you're in Twitter land, but that link ain't out there. You're in YouTube watching this, or you ain't nowhere watching this. So we got 4 games to talk about today, guys. And we got fucking aces to talk about. That's my favorite thing to do. So we do got Bellator going. So I'm going to hum through this shit, guys. Let's get to it. Brewers and Marlins. Corbin Burns versus Pablo Lopez. Corbin Burns is 1-2 with a 1.86 ERA with 50 strikeouts in 38 innings, 5 straight quality starts. Now he gets a Marlin team who over the last 15 days, they're walking 7.4%, striking out at a league minimum 19.5%, and they're hitting the ball pretty well with a 242 average, 701 OPS, and an isolated power of 141. So these guys have been getting on the base, and they've been hitting the ball. Are they going to be able to do that to Corbin Burns? That's the question. K prop is 9+ at plus 124. They have him at 8 on Prize Picks, and that's at a minus 179 if you're looking for a push type bet win. So 9 is plus 124 on the books. 8 is minus 179 on Prize Picks. They're giving you an 8. And the highest fantasy score on the board today is Corbin fucking Burns at 42.5. So definitely got to pay attention when they give you a high number, guys. Pablo Lopez, on the other hand, 4-1 with a 1 ERA in 6 games, except for one bad game. He's allowed 1 run in every other fucking game he's pitched in this year. Dude's been a beast, guys. Now he gets the Brewers. Over the last 15 days are just fucking crushing the ball. Their month-long numbers are good. Their 15-day numbers are even better. They're walking 9% of the time, almost 10, striking out at 24% of the time. 276 average with an 879 OPS and an isolated power of 244. Guys, let me reiterate these numbers to you. These are all top 3, top 5 in any fucking hitting category out there. So the Brewers are humming, and I'd be a little scared to be backing me some Pablo Lopez, even though I know my guy Noli and them are on it and all. But the numbers say both these guys give up some runs today, and Pablo Lopez could be in for a bad day. But Pablo Lopez at home and Pablo Lopez this year has been nothing but fucking elite and fantastic. So does he have it in him again? His K prop 7+ at plus 129. It's at 6 on Prize Picks, and that's another minus 190 prop where it's a push on the 6. And they're giving that a lot today, guys. They're giving us a push at a nice value, minus 180 to 200. And the plus money side on this to win it is a plus 129. So take that into effect. I definitely do play that sometimes. I have no reason. Don't care if I push, then drop my ticket down one. I want a push or a win at the end of the day. So a push is a win sometimes. And at a minus 193 prop, I don't hate you one bit. But the numbers say no to me. Since April 21st, he's had 3 quality starts in 4 games, and he's averaged 39 fantasy score with a win, 36 with a win, and 58 with a win. So they have his fantasy score at 35.5. He's barely covered that 2 times, and that's getting the 6 points for the win. So take that in mind, guys. I don't think Pablo Lopez, I look towards his under personally. And we get into the bullpens. Marlins pen has a better ERA. They have a 3.35 to the Brewers 3.92, where the Brewers just have a better back end of the pen. They've saved 12 of 18 games, but Josh Hader has saved all 12 games that he's been put into. So as long as Josh Hader's good, they're good. And he is definitely available today if Corbin Burns passes the baton to him. Marlins pen, they've saved 9 out of 12 games, and they've been a little leaky at the back end of their pen lately. So no batters have more than 10 at-bats versus either pitcher, and the no-run first inning is minus 180. It's not on Prize Picks, guys. They are not going to offer that us on Prize Picks. I went and looked for it. I'm not looking to run batter stats versus either batter fucking props versus either of these 2 pitchers, guys. So that's not for me to decide. I'm not trying to throw away money. I'm trying to win money. But at the end of this, we get into the next one. And shout out to you guys. Smash the damn like if you haven't. Mariners at the Mets. Marco Gonzalez versus Max Scherzer, guys. Another fucking game with another beast. Marco Gonzalez is 1-4 with a 3.91 ERA. He hasn't allowed more than 3 runs in a game this year. Now he gets the Mets, who have been humming. Over the last 15 days, they're walking 8% of the time, a little below league average, striking out 26.6% of the time. Not good, guys. And 200 average, 599 OPS with an isolated power of 109. So the Mets have been crushing righties, guys. They have not been crushing lefties. And I expect Marco Gonzalez to have the ace factor going on today. When that meaning is when Max Scherzer shows up on the opposite side of the mound, you fucking show up too, bro. And I expect it to be a super well-pitched game and Marco Gonzalez to fucking hang in there with Max Scherzer. His K prop is at 4+ at minus 108. It's at 3.5 on Prize Picks. The numbers say fucking play it. They are walking, like I said, 8% of the time and striking out almost 27% of the time. 3.5 is just too low for a team with those numbers. The numbers batting suggests that you should play it also, guys. So definitely Marco Gonzalez's play on today. Max Scherzer, 4-1 with a 2.92 ERA, 49 strikeouts in 37 innings, coming in off back-to-back decent starts, which are bad starts for any other pitcher. I mean, he gave up 3 fucking runs and 4 runs back-to-back versus the Phillies, guys. Any other pitcher would die to do what he did right there. And then to him, that's bad. What do I expect? A major fucking bounce back from one of the most egotistical maniacs on the mound. Marlins over the last 15 days are walking only 7% of the time while striking out 23% of the time. 234 average, 651 OPS, and an isolated power of 125. Those numbers aren't going to do it versus Mad Max. And Mad Max is mad after his last 2 games that he's pitched in. And his K props at 8+ at plus 106. Prize Picks it's at 7.5. His fantasy scores at 40.5. I'd look at Mad Max's fantasy score over, guys. I expect 6-7 innings. I expect 7+ strikeouts, and I expect 2 earned runs or less. I expect Mad Max to be dominant as all hell. Who does he remind me of? He reminds me of Justin fucking Verlander. Justin Verlander shut this team down twice this year. So give me some fucking Mad Max on a bounce back spot, please and thank you. Mariners bullpen, 3.68 ERA, and they've blown 4 out of 7 games this year. Mets pen, on the other hand, has a good 3.27 ERA and have saved 9 out of 13 games. Shout out, my guys. I see you, LJ. I see you, Sarah. Oh, what up, Sarah? My Big Show's girl. I was about to say my girl, but that did not sound right because I say it's my guys all the time. Whoa, calm down, Sharpie. Calm down. Backpedal. Beep, 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 beep. But like I said, guys, Mariners pin has been a little shaky. No run first inning in this game is minus 125. I don't hate that look. But like I said, guys, I'm looking at both these pitchers to be good. So I would look at both their fantasy scores over. No batters have seen either pitcher more than 6 at-bats. So that is a positive to each pitcher. And the batter that I'm going to look at right here, guys, Jeff McNeil doesn't strike out, and he's hitting .321 on the year. He's coming off an opener with a walk. 4 games since May 1st. Since May 1st, 4 games he's had 2+ hits, and only 2 games he's had 1 hit. So we're going to roll the dice with the guy. Parlay piece guy, for sure, if you guys are making prop parlays, guys, 1 hit minus 209 for Jeff McNeil. He's getting a hit today, guys. He's coming off an opener with a walk. The guy gets hits. Period. So the walk shows that he is still being patient. He's not reaching, and we will ride Jeff McNeil on an over for the hit. 2+ hits now is plus 200. Like I said, though, he's gotten that 4 out of the 6 games where he's gotten hits since May 1st. So I will take a little dabble, sprinkle, schmeckle, labble. Give me Jeff McNeil 2 hits at plus 200, but I'm a parlay piece him at the 1 hit. So definitely like some Jeff McNeil today. The guy is super patient, has a really good strike zone, and a switch hitter. Next game on the list, I see you, JPZ, my fucking guys. Let's go. We getting in there. We got 18 live, 21 likes. You guys fucking rock. We almost at Clayton Kershaw's number. Shout out to the GOAT, who just went right back on IL. I was going to have a K-prop. That was the K-prop I was on today. I was on him fat today. But now they just sent him back to the IL, guys. So shout out to you guys. I did. The only bet I have in it is the first 5 under 4 in the last game we talked about. So there you guys go. I'm on that. I'm on Gonzalez and Scherzer both to be good. I could see Gonzalez giving up 2 runs and Scherzer giving up none. So give me the under 4 first 5, please, and thank you. Let's get into this next game. We've got some fun, more good pitching to talk about. This is like a holiday to me. Yesterday, I didn't like the card yesterday. Didn't play no fucking K-prop. Played very little props for prize picks. And I put in fucking 2 bets on baseball, you know, and then I pushed on 1 and 1 on 1. Nice day, but didn't like the card one bit. This card I love. Yu Darvish versus Big Game Max Fried, guys. Yu Darvish is 3-1 with a 4 ERA in 6 games, coming in on 4 straight quality starts. Now he gets the Braves over the last 15 days. Are starting to cool off to their month-long numbers. They're walking 7.6% of the time. No good. They're striking out 26% of the time. No good. 228 average, 673 OPS with an isolated power of 152. Anywhere from about 20th to middle of the pack, except for not walking at a good percentage and striking out at a terrible percentage. What does that mean? We'll get into what does that mean. His K props at 7 plus at plus 125. And on prize picks, they have him at 6 at minus 179. 8 pushes at minus 179. His fantasy score is at 33.5. I probably like that one just as good as I like his strikeout prop, guys. They're not hitting the ball, they're not walking, and they're striking out. That's a recipe for this guy to now have his 5th straight quality start. And why not? The guy's been humming, and he's coming up against a team not humming. So, Hugh Darvish for the win. Max Fried, on the other hand, 4-2 with a 2.68 ERA in 6 games. He's also coming in on 4 straight quality starts. And he gets a Padre team who, over the last 15 days, are cooling off themselves. They pretty much match up to their 30-day numbers, except in their walk and strikeouts. They are walking 12.9% of the time the last 15 days, striking out only 20% of the time. They are hitting 217 with a 691 OPS and an isolated power of 151. So their OPS and isolated power numbers are about middle of the pack. Their average is bottom 10. So what does Max Fried do in a big game with a big pitcher on the other end, guys? He shows up with his hard hat and his lunch pail, and that fucker goes 6 innings every fucking time. What else can you expect today than Max Fried to match Hugh Darvish, guys? So these guys are going to deal today, and the numbers say they should too. Max Fried's fantasy score is at 37.5. His last 4 games in his quality starts, he's had a 37 with a win, a 40 with a win, a 48 with a win, and a 55 with a win. He has hit that number every fucking time but one time, but has needed the win prop to cash it one of those times. So I expect this guy's fantasy score to be nothing to be scared of again, guys, today. Don't be afraid of Max Fried in a big game. Max Fried pushes. His bullpen, better than the Padres. They have a 3.29 ERA, and they save 10 out of 12 games. So if Max Fried hands it off over there to those beasts in the back, they've been doing their job. Padres pen has sucked ass. We'll get into that. They have like a 4.21 ERA. They've saved 12 of 16 games. They have saved every game Rogers has came into, though, guys. Do take that in the note. They do have the second best closer in baseball to Josh fucking Hader. Rogers is legit, guys. So if Hugh Darvish passes it off to Rogers, it could be night-night. But that's to be said for the game to unfold. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's a 2-1 baseball game or they go extra innings. I expect an elite pitch game from both of these guys. No run first inning is minus 130 in this game. Let's get into some batters. Marcell Ozuna's batting 310 at bats versus Darvish. Okay, but we're not going to ride no Marcell Ozuna, but that's nice to know the guy's batting 310 at bats. What we are going to look at is fucking Acuna. Shout out to Noli. He has his MVP on Acuna and his Cy Young on Walker Buehler. He had those at the beginning of the year before he even knew Acuna wasn't playing the first month. But it's looking fucking good now. So shout out to my guy for that one. But let's get into Acuna. Maybe the hottest hitter in the MLB, guys. He has 9 hits in the 10 games he's came back off the IL. Like straight up beast. His last 5 games, he has 7 hits, 14 total bases, and 4 runs scored. They're not offering his 2+ bases right now. Before I wrote this out, I did this game right at the end. I checked the batting things, and they still didn't have him out. What they did have is his 2+ at hits, runs, and RBIs at minus 122, guys. And that's where the Marcell Ozuna comes into effect. Marcell Ozuna's batting 310 at bats. So 1 out of 3 at bats today, he will get a knock off of Darvish. And if Acuna's on, he's scoring. That means he gets his hit and his run, and we get that too at minus 122, guys. You got to take the hottest hitter in baseball right now. Like I said, 7 hits, 14 total bases, 4 runs scored in his last 5 games. Ride him, and he's hot. Got to go with the swag, guys. Got to go with the swag. On the other hand, you probably already know who the fuck I'm going to talk about, guys. Manny fucking Machado. And why? because it's a lefty. He has 1 home run and 7 at-bats versus Fried, and that's his only hit. He's batting .383 this year. 5 of his 7 home runs are off of left-handed pitchers. And an absurd 1,509 OPS off of lefties, guys. That's got to be the highest in baseball. I haven't seen a number like that, bro. Like, oh my God. So what are we going to ride, Sharpie? Is home run prop? Nope, it's at that plus 350 mark. We don't like plus 350 unless it's my ladies. So his 2+ bases is at plus 118. Stupid. His power numbers are absurd right now, guys. I've got to ride the train. Give me Manny fucking Machado versus a lefty. I don't care if it is Max Fried, and Max Fried is a dominant fucking pitcher. I will give him that. But you hang one to this guy, bro, he's gapping you if not taking you out. It's just is what it is. That's baseball. Let's get into the last game, guys. Smash the fucking like if you haven't. And let's get into the monies. We got 29 in here, 26 likes. We're fucking rocking, guys. Let's get it. Kyle Gibson versus Walker Buehler. Phillies versus Dodgers. Like I said, I was on Kershaw's K-prop heavy. Like 2 days ago, I circled this shit. Like, this matched up really, really well for a spot to bang Kershaw, guys. And the gods let me down. The gods let me down. Well, at least he didn't get hurt in the game and lose all my fucking money. So thank you for that one, Jesus Cristo. Thank you for that one. So let's get into it, guys. We now got Walker fucking Buehler and Kyle Gibson. Kyle Gibson, 3-1 with a 2.94 ERA in 6 games. He's coming in off 4 straight games with 3 earned runs or less. And now he gets the Dodgers, who over the last 15 days, they are walking at a good 12%. Striking out at a measly 21% versus righties, with a 225 average, 690 OPS, and an isolated power of 148. So, guys, they're middle of the pack to bottom fucking 10 right now, hitting the ball versus righties. This I took into account before I looked at the hitter-batter score, guys, when I put this up here for Kyle Gibson's fantasy score. Now, do I think Kyle Gibson can go out there and still hit 20.5? Yes. But when I talk about these hitting fucking numbers that these Dodgers have versus him, oh my God, he might not. But he just came off a fucking back-to-back game versus the Mets, and that Mets lineup is just as scary as the Dodgers, if not scarier by the numbers. So I'm going to have to ride Kyle Gibson's fantasy score. I already bet it, so I'm not going to hate it. What I didn't put on this ticket, I don't believe it's on this ticket. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Walker fucking Buehler strikeouts is at 5.5 on Prize Picks. That's what I 5-picked this for with. I took Walker Buehler over. The numbers, like I'm about to get into after I talk about Gibson's K-prop. His K-prop was 5+ at plus 112. On Prize Picks, they have him at 4 at minus 193, and his fantasy scores at 20.5. At the end of this breakdown, real quick, we will get into why I'm on all of these real quick, but Walker Buehler is 4-1 with a 1.96 ERA in 6 games. In all 6 games, he's allowed 3 runs or less, and he only allowed 3 runs one time. He's allowed 2 or less in every other fucking game, including a complete game, which we called on this show. Thank you very much. Cheers to that one. He now gets the Phillies. Phillies, over the last 15 days, are walking 8% of the time, striking out 24.5% of the time. They are crushing the fucking ball. 261 average, 782 OPS with an isolated power of 199. Okay? 170 is good. 200 is great. Today we have the Philadelphia Phillies and we have the Milwaukee Brewers are hitting at an isolated power of 200 or more today versus righties. And those are some absurd numbers, guys. Walker Buehler ain't no fucking joke, though. Let's get to that, though. His K-prop is at 5.5 minus 154. And on Prize Picks, it's at 5.5. So you're giving us a minus 154 prop to hit the over on, and they're walking 7.5, almost 8% of the time. The strikeout numbers say no. The hitting numbers say no. But guess what? Mad Max had these fucking same ass Phillies 2 games in a row. Them strikeouts were there. They did get some runs off of him. So I do expect the Phillies to get him a few times, guys. That probably will happen today. but them strikeouts still will be there. And 6 strikeouts for Walker Buehler shouldn't be a problem tonight, guys. But at minus 154, we don't want to bet a minus 154 K prop, but we'll take it in price picks at even money on our ticket. Thank you very much. Phillies pin, guys, is atrocious if you didn't notice last night with their 4.29 ERA, and they have saved 7 of 9 games. They will not have Knebel available today. He has pitched in back-to-back games, and he threw 30 pitches last night. Knebel ain't going today, guys, and their pin is shaky. They're more shakier than the crib that I used to keep my babies in, and that was pretty shaky, guys. So, no good. No good. Dodgers pin is elite. They have a 3.03 ERA, saved 6 of 7 games this year. No run first inning is minus 125 in this inning, in this game. Now let's get into these batter stats before I put this in for the fantasy score. I always do batter stats last, guys. I don't know why. Maybe I need to not put my bets in until I write these down because holy fuck is Gibson maybe in some trouble today. Mookie Betts. His last 2 games, guys, he's not doing well. He's 0 for 9 with a walk in his last 2 games. Trash. But he gets now a guy in Kyle Gibson that he's batting 415 at-bats off of, and he has 2 home runs. He had a walk yesterday. The walk is good news. A walk shows you that he's at least zoning in. These numbers are too great to shy away from, guys. And Mookie Betts leading off. I do expect the Dodgers to be in line for the win today with Walker Buehler pitching, so that is 1 less at bat. Take that in mind. But I expect Mookie Betts, dude, to get 2+ bases at plus 110. His home run is at plus 350. We don't want none of that plus 350. But give me Mookie Betts, 2+ bases at plus 110. Please and thank you. Another guy, guys, we're going right back to the well on, guys. Cody fucking Bellinger. He has 2 home runs and 4 at-bats versus Gibson. Weak-ass sample size, but we can't not pay attention to this home runs. He was 1 shy of 2 home runs yesterday. He had a home run yesterday. If you were watching the game, guys, he almost tagged the foul pole, bro, with another one. The guy is seeing the ball. He has a zone this big in his swing that he cannot hit. He can't hit up and in. He has no fucking chance. No fucking chance. But if you miss, he will make you fucking pay. His home runs at plus 350. Nah, we're cool. You're starting to catch on. Give me his 2+ bases. Please and thank you at plus 104, guys. Sometimes it's just about taking the little bit of plus value and taking it with ease, guys. Double, home run, whatever you want to give us. Cash us, Mr. Bellinger. Freeman also has a fucking home run and 5 at-bats, and he also has 2 walks off of Gibson, guys. And his home run prop is at plus 500. You will see me on a little bit of that today, guys. Freddie Freeman home run prop plus 500. Why not, dude? You're giving me super value on a guy who smoked the ball twice, 105 mile per hour off the bat last night and got caught. Oh, it's going to drop in or fucking go out tonight, guys. So give me his 2+ bases at plus 102, and I'm going to take his home run at plus 500. And how do we not talk about fucking Bryce Harper right now, guys? He has 1 home run and 1 at-bat versus Buehler, guys. He had a fucking bomb last night and a double. Like, the guy is fucking humming. His 2+ bases is at plus 124, and his home run is at plus 350. We cannot shy away from Bryce Harper right now, guys. No matter how much I like me some Walker Buehler, this guy is humming, and it just is what it is. Bryce Harper, 2+ bases, plus 124, yes, please. And, yeah, I definitely had to go hard, especially on 3 Dodgers. How bad that Phillies pin is definitely attackable, too. It's not just about attacking starting pitching, guys. It's not about starting pitching numbers. You also want them shitty-ass bullpens, and we need to take advantage of those shitty-ass bullpens. So, if you haven't already, smash the fucking like. We got 35 live in here. We got 30 likes. Let's smash it, guys. Smash that motherfucking shit. And let's talk about why we on these plays. We're taking Hugh Darvish's strikeouts, guys, at 6. Why? Because at 6, it's a minus 179. It's a push. And this team is not hitting right now, so I expect 6 solid innings. They're not walking, and their strikeout numbers are high. So 6 strikeouts in 6 innings should not be a problem for Hugh Darvish today. Then we're going to get into some motherfucking the highest fantasy score on the board, guys. And would you hit under on the fantasy score highest just blindly? Probably a good idea, right? Not with this guy, guys. Straight up, let's get into it. Corbin Burns fantasy score over 42.5. His last 4 games, in a loss he has 43, in a loss he has 58, in a loss he has 57, and a win he has 49. He has over 42.5 in 4 straight games. He gets it whether he wins. He gets it whether he loses. He's Corbin fucking Burns. Is what it is, guys. I have to play the numbers. If you know me, I'm a numbers guy. That's 100% to the over right there, guys. And that's with 3 fucking losses in there. So, yeah, give me Corbin Burns fantasy score to the over. And then we're going to jump on some Gio Gonzalez, guys, okay? 20.5 fantasy score over. Way too low for a team not hitting lefties. They're not walking, and they're striking out at a stupid rate versus lefties. So I expect Gio Gonzalez to go out there and match Mad Max. You know, Mad Max, I expect 6 solid innings. If he gives up a run, I expect 2 runs or less from Gio in those 5-6 innings. So definitely expect over 20.5 for him. And then Kyle Gibson, guys, he is the shaky of the bunch, guys. I don't hate you if you don't play it. I don't hate you if you fade it. I'm going off how the Dodgers are hitting right now, guys, and they're not hitting starting right-handed pitching. Kyle Gibson has been fucking humming, and for a guy who's been humming, 20.5 is just too low. So give me Kyle Gibson over 20.5 fantasy score, even though a bunch of Dodgers own this motherfucker. So you know what, dude? They might have just fucking gave this guy a front row seat at Dodger Stadium for a fucking thriller of you're not gonna make it to the 5th, but I need you to make it to the 5th, bro. I don't need the win at this fantasy score. I need you to go 5 solid innings, 2 earned runs or less, and let's just keep it the solo shots, Mr. Gibson. Keep them the solo shots. Shout out to the fucking chat, guys. Smash the like if you guys haven't. Go on over to Prize Picks. Use promo code PubSports. Your first match deposit, they will fucking match you. $100 will get you $100. 25 to 25, they will match you up to $100. If you haven't already, hit the fucking subscribe button, guys. We're here every freaking day with every freaking sport. I know there's a bunch of you out here watching this show that's not subscribed to Pub Sports. So do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends about us. Stop keeping me a secret. Let everybody fucking win, bro. Let everybody win. So shout out to you guys for hanging in there. You guys rock. 40 live. We are fucking lit, bro, like I'm about to be. So have a blessed day. Cash your tickets. Tag me in your props. And keep riding these ones, guys, because I've been hot. So have a fucking blessed day and use those 3 words all the time. We be pubbing. Yeah.